Hello everyone, today is Monday the 15th of April 2013 and it is 12:56 p.m. Um, in today's video what I wanted to talk about is what it's like to have a family member with a life-threatening disease such as cancer. Um, well, I'm sure a lot of you out there, have heard over the years, like friends of yours saying that this person has cancer, and all that, and you can only imagine to yourself, gosh, what that person and their family members must be going through, watching that person suffering with with cancer, and you can only imagine, but you only really know what it is like when it comes upon your own doorstep. Now, I've had a few uncles that have died of cancer, alright. Two of them when I was really, really young. Like one when I was about two or something like that. So I don't really remember that. And another one I was about 7.5, maybe going on 8, something like that, maybe. And it's. I think when you're a child, I think that these things, they don't really phase you like they do when you're older, like when you're an adult or whatever. And yeah, and then of course I had another uncle, my dad's brother. He died in about what I think it was the year 2000. I think it was Christmas 2000, something like that. It was, yeah, it was Christmas 2000. It was. He had pretty bad cancer. He had it in his back somewhere, and then it went up to his brain, and shortly after it went to his brain, he died. So, but and I can remember going to visit him in the hospital when the cancer had spread to his brain, and I remember his brain had just gone, it wasn't nice looking at it, but it didn't really impact. It didn't really have the impact the same as when we found out that my dad's now has cancer, and the prognosis for him wasn't isn't well, it isn't very good, but so far he's did pretty well. Unfortunately, he's not fit enough to have chemotherapy because he's a diabetic, and so he's too weak to have the chemo. The doctor said that he wouldn't be strong enough for chemotherapy. So he's just, well, back a few months ago, there before Christmas, there he had 5 goes of radiotherapy. He was done great for a while, and then all of a sudden, then the cancer started spreading to other parts of his body. He has cancer in the right lung, by the way, and it had spread into his glands. It had already spread into his glands before, when he was diagnosed. So, and sorry, just drinking a cup of coffee here. And then about a week ago, maybe just a little over a week ago, he discovered a lump on his between his neck and his shoulder here, and so he went to the doctor and had that checked out, and yeah, the doctor was was certain that was cancer, and so as a result, then he had to go back and have more radium treatments done. As a matter of fact, he's just about to go and have some more radiant treatment done at 4 o'clock today, and then 4 o'clock tomorrow, and 4 o'clock Wednesday, and then that's it. Because it was another 5 goes of radium, so he started last Thursday, and then had another one Friday, so that was 2, and then today, tomorrow and Wednesday, so that's 5. So whatever happens after this, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to take it one day at a time. That's the saying, and that is true. Yeah, you have to take it one day at a time. You know, you can't be jumping the gun, and you know, and looking to the future. You have to just take everything. Well, I would say, like, some people say like one day at a time, but I would say like 1 minute at a time. You know, that's the way you have to look at it. You know, you have to just take everything as it comes, and we know it's not. We know if the time come. We know when the time comes for him, that we know it's not going to be. We know it's not going to be easy. We are aware of that, so we are. And you know what? We're trying to be prepared as best we can for whatever may happen. You know. So that's it, and just to let you know that he's a smoker, and he's still smoking. He's smoking now for about 61 years now. I mean, and he'll be 75 now on the 25th of April, which is about 10 days from now. So, because today is the 15th of April, so he'll be 75. So, you know, and he's been smoking like for about 61 years now. Long time. And you know, my father's been through a good lot in his past. Like he's had bad bouts of depression, and bad bouts of alcoholism, you know, and depression runs in his family, and I actually had a bit of depression myself in the past, and I actually had some OCD as well, and I think my father actually had some OCD, because when he was depressed, he used to be getting these really unwanted bad thoughts in his head, you know, that certain things were going to happen. And you know, a similar thing happened to me. I got when I had OCD, when I had it really bad, thoughts were just running through my head almost non-stop. But thank God I got that under control, and when I went to counselling. I went to kind of behavioural therapy. It was, you know, and I've been on medication now for the past few years as well. So that all has helped, and it's reduced my OCD anxiety greatly. And you know, there's hardly a day now when I would get any OCD. You know. Hardly, just the very odd time, maybe, that's it. And the very odd time I would get down as well. But anyway, that's not what this video was about. It was about just, you know, letting you know, for those of you out there who may not have, and I hope you never ever do have yourself or a family member. I hope you never do get a life-threatening disease such as cancer or AIDS or any of them things. You know, because when you have someone in the family, and you know, it's hard watching someone in the family suffering like that. You know, when you can't really do any miracles for them. You know, when you can't really work any miracles for them. You know, you would just wish that someone could wave a magic wand, and then everything would suddenly be alright, be back to the way it was. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be possible. So anyway, please rate, comment, and subscribe in this video. And if if anyone else out there has, if anyone else out there is going through if anybody else out there is going through a similar situation to what I described, then please feel free to share that in the comment section of my page. Okay, well, that's it. Bye for now.